Hello everybody, good morning. Doing a little bit of coffee time before I get going with my music and my art, and actually first day of class, which I'm so excited about. It's September 21st. Felt like I wanted to do a brief video in order to talk about some of my feelings on the quantum financial system. This is also known as QFS, and what I really think about this. So I've heard so many different things about it, and it is described in various different ways. Sometimes it is called like an unhackable interface, which makes it more palatable to me because I think that there are always questions and concerns about any type of system and its pristine nature, whether it is administrated egotistically or whether it is administrated fairly. Let me just drink some of my wonderful superfood power smoothie coffee here. Basically, what I'm coming from with all of this, if you want to just know, the short answer is that anything that comes between oneself and the pure divine intelligence and divine willpower of the abstract God, like the overarching God of everything, is something that I do not advocate for. And this is a challenge because many people that are here in, let's say, the world of envisioning a new earth, visionary experiences, I will just put these in air quotes, new age light workers. There's not really a good term to describe all of you. And you're in my hearts, and you're in my heart, your hearts are in my heart. I'm connected to you. I love and care about you. I know that most of the people that are in that community are coming from a place of good intentions. So this video is not meant to be a personal critique of anyone that has good intentions. It is meant to be an expression of what I think to be some of the cautions, very briefly, of that system, and then just my own refocusing or redirection or articulation of my intentions. I am always aligning with God. And when people are new to me, I always have to say that I'm talking about a non-biblical God, or not even a God of the Bhagavad Gita or something like that. Not a God that is of a particular scripture or doctrine of Earth's surface culture of humanity. Really an abstraction, the intelligence, higher intelligence, divine willpower principle, the creator and sustainer of matter, intelligence, the capacity to be alive, energy itself, talking about like the highest conception of what you can possibly imagine as being the force field that is creating and sustaining reality, and that we are co-creative partners with that, and that this is of course like not merely an anthropocentric God is what I'm trying to say, a cosmic God, an abstract God, a God on the level of quantum engineering. And when I talk about a God like that, that is a God that is so pure and so perfect and so all-pervasive. I do not perceive the need for any kind of intermediary. And also for anyone who's coming across this video who's new. So I'm Aurora and I'm a galactic walk-in. I come from a level of galactic society where energy flows to excellence. And that is what it is like in a pristine system. And what I mean by that is a system that is not distorted or falsely adjudicated or somehow administrated by egotism. And what is egotism? That this is me being silly in the morning, all right, with my coffee. Egotism is like, hey, I don't like your face, no soup for you, right? No money for you, no job for you, no this or that for you. And it's based on nothing. It's based on just your personality. That's what ad hominem means, just who you are. I don't like who you are. I don't like your face. I don't like something about you. Or how about this? I have, this is the administrator of the system. I have weird, random personal problems that I'm going to take out on other people. Like it has nothing to do with you. It's not a meritocracy is what I'm trying to say. In a meritocracy, it's like you earned it. Like, you know what? Your physical body is a meritocracy. You do work with weights. You earn muscles. That's it. No one's going to say, I know that you did this work and your muscle fibers are supposed to grow, but no muscle fibers for you because I have a personal vendetta against you. That is not the way that things work in the higher levels of reality. In the higher levels of reality where things are truly, let's say, fair and completely undistorted. When you do something excellent, that excellent flows back to you. Energy flows to excellence. That is just the way it happens. And you absolutely gain what you earn. You absolutely receive what you earn. And also, there's no time lag on any of this. And I have to say this with words, because I recognize, so I've been here for 20 years, almost 21, in this very traumatized culture where there is a lot of distortion. There's a lot of time lag, time distortion, and many aspects of the way that social and economic dynamics are structured, where sometimes good people do not thrive. Sometimes you can be like, what do they say? Nice guys finish last. I'll bring up all of these cliches just because you can see how it is like written into many aspects of your social dynamic and fabric here. That it is an expectation that you can be I'm a good person, but how come I don't have money? And that is, again, like not condescending to anyone who feels that way. That is in heart resonance. Like, I understand what you're feeling like. And yes, many aspects of the system here are not fair. And you could even say that it's like the game of musical chairs, that it was created intentionally to be inadequate or to be unfair. And that's its own teaching, and I teach all about that in my class. Today's brief sharing is really about, do I feel QFS, quantum financial system, is positive, or is it necessary? Because some people look at it, like I said, as an unhackable interface. And if something is unhackable, I would say that's positive, because it means that it's not going to be something where, again, one person with personality problems comes along and says, I don't like you, therefore you'll have 1 penny per month. And this guy over here I like, and he'll have $1 billion per month. Like, that is hugely out of balance. And many people who are, like, when I say in the light worker community, many people have been, in a very good way, living your lives authentically, doing what you know to be true in your heart, and then simply expecting the energy to flow to you in terms of excellence. And many people have been struggling financially. And there's also been the pandemic, and there's also been many other aspects of artificially diminished quality of life and access to resources, all right? And so people are looking to QFS as the latest version of something that will set everything right. And I align with and validate your need for righteousness. I am in the same direction that you are. I want energy to go to where it is needed. And my only criticism or caution of QFS is that I feel that there should be no intermediary between God, the true divine presence, the true divine intelligence, the creator of actual energy, matter, sustenance, coffee in the morning, and the capacity to even be alive. That is who should be running the show. These are colloquialisms. That is who should be directing all energy and all resources. That is who has not only the perspective, the grand view perspective, but also the levels of wisdom and personal responsibility to direct resources at that level. So if we talk about some kind of a quantum computer as an intermediary, it is not the creator. It is not responsible to that level of its creation. Although it could be well-intentioned or it could be malintentioned, it does not necessarily have the wisdom and the inner training to know where resources should go, or how, or in what direction, and how to weave the receiving or giving and receiving of those resources into the larger fabric of reality events, like the tapestry of time, in a way that supports and sustains life. That's just part of being the symphony of life. It's why God is God. Like, God has that quote-unquote job, or is in that position, because God is uniquely qualified to do that direction and to do that. And then anything else that is lesser, that is not at that level, is seriously not qualified, I would say, to determine where resources should go. So although I very much am in alignment with righteousness, with a correction of social fabric and economic dynamics and improving quality of life on earth, what I really want is for it to be completely guided by divine intelligence and divine willpower. So if you are, of course, free in your own, this is a huge substrate of what Aurora is here, and also as a collective elsewhere, aligning with freedom, you are free to believe and align with what you wish to align with. And there are a million different types of possibilities and different stratum of realities that you can be a part of, different frequency zones, and you will of course go to where you feel it is right. I am sharing with you what I feel. So, and it's very, very relevant because this is a system that has been gaining momentum, and the situation has been prepared for it for a long time, and it is now coming to its fruition or manifestation in the world. So I am simply affirming that yes, if we are using resources or any kind of a marker for resources like money, because again, in the world that I come from, that's a galactic society, we eat pure light and information and data and sustenance flows to you just in the same way that you do muscle building exercises and muscle fibers grow in your arm. Like there's just no intermediary, it simply just happens. But with money, it's different, because with money, there can be these like with taking something, switching it to someone else, are artificially directing resources is basically what I'm trying to say. So that is the weakness or vulnerability of the system of money. And if you have that weakness or vulnerability, then it is a possibility for it to be distorted. So even though QFS is said to be, for some people who describe it to me, they say it's unhackable, blah, blah. There's this possibility for distortion if it is not disseminating resources in this way of divine wisdom. So what I say in my own self as my affirmation and these boundaries of self-sovereignty, what I say is, may resources and energy, may divine intelligence guide the use of and the flow of resources and energy, and may it be guided by divine willpower. Divine intelligence and divine willpower flows through all layers of reality, and that would include any layers of reality that might even be artificial, like a computer network, a cell phone network, a simulation, any of these things, because many people think like, can God be powerful? Hold on one moment. Can God be powerful through a computer network? I say yes. Not that the computer network is necessary for God's supremacy to flow, but that, yes, I would say God can be powerful through a computer network. God can be powerful through a somatic cellular network. God can be powerful through electrons. God can be powerful through the quantum reality network. God can be powerful through time itself and, basics of consciousness and the sustenance of matter itself. God can be powerful through larger biodynamic ecosystems. God can be powerful through planetary systems and through star systems. That is what the word supreme means, and I really do believe that God is supreme. So thank you for tuning in and taking the time to listen to my perceptions on this. I hope that I've influenced you positively. You are, of course, in freedom to think and be in alignment with whichever realities you wish to be in alignment with, and I am always encouraging people on their pathways. Whatever are your choices, I always encourage you on your pathways, and that is genuine. That is also what the hallmarks of Aurora, the collective, and who I am as a person are all about. Real love is real acceptance, saying I celebrate you on your journey, I allow you on your journey. Please make your choices and make your directives and go in the direction that you feel is good for you and that you wish to do and what you want to align with for your own learning. And that is what freedom is. So thank you very much.